Hello, Galaxy! I'm Chris Pirillo, and you've tuned in to another live edition of Pirillo Picks. It comes as a part of the live TLDR broadcast every single weekday. My patrons now have the choice. Every weekday now, I have a few things that I could highlight in the daily show and tell, the Pirillo Picks. Even though they get my dedicated topic and they get to hear my answers to their questions and we talk about the news of the day, they now have the ability, you, if you're a patron, if you head over to chrispirillo.com and become a patron, get all that geekery. And then you can decide what I'm showcasing for the day. And I gave them a choice of like 3 things that I have around my play shop right now that I have yet to showcase. If you follow me in social, and you should, and that is beyond YouTube, because I'm doing things all the time everywhere else, and including on Facebook, you probably saw some of what I'm going to showcase today, and that happens to be a series of the new Star Wars exclusive pop vinyls. Plo Koon, number 97, a Walgreens exclusive, called around to every possible store I could find. Finally, someone had them in stock. The boxes that I found there were 2 full sets of the 4 exclusives in this particular series. And let me go ahead and stop Plo right there. You got Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, you have Ree Yees, and the AT-AT, or AT-AT driver as I call him. I was able to get all 4. I'm going to show you all 4 here in just a second. By the way, the chat, I'm sorry, is somewhat obscured, but if there are any questions that do come up during this live broadcast, I would be happy to address them. I've always loved the design of Plo Koon and really appreciated the fact that Plo Koon was a pretty good chunk, I wouldn't say a massive chunk, of the Clone Wars cartoon series. So if you like Plo Koon, or at least how Plo Koon is designed, and you want to see more of him, don't just stick to the movies. In the prequels, you gotta watch the Clone Wars cartoon series. It is an absolute must. Have not taken Plo Koon out of the box. The box, I would say, is in okay condition for the most part. I only found one thing that would likely have had me putting it back on the shelf, and that is this little like kind of crease there on that part of the box. But that's okay, because what'll happen is I'll hold on to this for now, and if I find one that's in better condition, then I will move him into my trade pile. So if you can't find this eventually, what I tend to do is trade some of the duplicate exclusives that I get for other exclusives that I wasn't able to get. So Plo Koon, this Plo Koon could very well be yours if I find one with a better box eventually. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one in the series. Any guesses? Okay, it's now been given away because you see his profile. I'm assuming it's his. Ree Yees, another classic character. This one from Return of the Jedi, denizen of Jabba's palace. One that I was definitely looking forward to. I love aliens, robots, creatures. You know this. I tend not to like the human likenesses, even with the design ethos of what Funko does with their pop vinyl. I love the aliens way more. So I was happy the exclusives pretty much were the things that I wanted. But you can see in this series there are going to be seemingly 3 Luke Skywalkers, 3 separate Luke Skywalkers, and then a Han Solo. Those are. I'll get them for completeness' sake, but I'm all about the aliens, monsters, creatures, robots, cyborgs, droids, man. Ree Yees looks epic, looks beautiful. The box that I was able to see only had a couple of minor things that again I might end up trading if I do find one in slightly better condition. The other Ree Yees that was at the store the box was in less good shape. Can I say it that way? But I didn't buy it. I didn't take it. The Plo Koon second box at the store I left there because it was totally bashed in. But the thing is I didn't buy 2 of each one, even though I could have. Because I'm a nice collector. I left something for the next person that was going to come into the store. Okay, wait, where's the other one? Okay. Then we have Kit Fisto. Again, a character that you see a little bit less than Plo Koon in the Clone Wars, but certainly you may have noticed him in Attack of the Clones. I've always liked the design of Kit Fisto as well. I think he was styled very well. One of the reasons why I'm probably not going to go as far as to remove these pops from the box is because the boxes I wouldn't say are in great condition, like perfect condition. I'd say they're very good condition, if not excellent. Some people would have a different threshold, but I've had issues where in trying to remove pops from their boxes, the box dents or dings, and there are some pop vinyl collectors who are happy to remove, there's no wrong way of doing it, but they're happy to remove, and they don't collect the boxes, they just collect the figures. There's no wrong way to do it. But me, I'd rather just have them in box. They look great, the boxes look great, and they're awesome. They stack so well. Another thing you could do is possibly run out and get pop protectors collectors for your pop vinyls. That's something that collectors will do. Now, the last and not least of this series, the 4 exclusives that are currently now available, or at least starting to be released here in the U.S. One of the ones that I was looking forward to most, the AT-AT driver. I call it the AT-AT because that's what Kenner called it back in the day. Even J.J. Abrams and behind the scenes called it an AT-AT. I know, if you're in the movie and if it's in the movie universe, they have to say AT-AT, but it's an AT-AT to me. And this is the AT-AT driver, if only because the very first Star Wars figure I ever got for 99 cents, I still have. He is a treasure. He is a gem. He is priceless to me. I'm standing him up right here in front of the newest AT-AT driver collectible. The 2 that I want to get, I've got hopefully coming. I got it at like half off a Kotobukiya AT-AT driver, and then the Black Series 6-inch AT-AT driver is coming out soon. The Incredible Toy Box had Ahsoka Tano on sale last night. This is not officially a part of this video, but I just want to say I've got my 1 Ahsoka Tano. I want to get another one, 20 in the Black Series. But the Incredible Toy Box, a friend of mine runs it here in Seattle, and amazingly trustworthy. He's got other new figures in that series. There's something. If you want to see me showcase what else I got from that haul, let me know. So what I did, I said I did not get 2 of each one of these, but I did get a duplicate AT-AT driver. I did. So I unboxed one. I had to. I wanted to. One thing you'll notice about pretty much every one of the Star Wars Funko Pop vinyl is a bobblehead, if only because I believe Hasbro's got the license specifically for figures of a certain scale, of a certain type. So this is my understanding, in order for Funko to be able to produce Star Wars figures that weren't really figures, but they were figures, is they had to be different in some way. Bobblehead. The chest plate is attached to the tubes that attach to the AT-AT driver's helmet. I wouldn't say the paint application was stellar. I mean, style-wise, it looks like a Funko Pop vinyl figure. Of course, like other Pop vinyl figures, you can remove him from the stand. He balances fairly well, even on a rotating plate. Can you believe it? He's not falling over. Or she. I don't know. Can you believe I still have the original weapon to my original Star Wars figure? It's crazy how it survived that long. I'm old. I'm very, very old. So I was very happy to have those. Now, as a bonus, just because I haven't had a chance to really talk about many of these, aside from some of the other Pirillo picks, I wanted to say that not only did I get the red Snaggletooth in the Smuggler's Bounty, but now I have the blue Snaggletooth. I needed it because I knew that inevitably this would be one of the more rare figures, if only because of the backstory with Blue Snaggletooth. And I don't know if you know the story. I've probably told it before at different points in the past, but I also happen to have I got this Blue Snaggletooth, the Kenner Blue Snaggletooth here, with boots, the space boots, and a weapon and everything. It was effectively only released over a brief time and then recalled almost immediately. So it's very, very rare. One of the more valuable Star Wars figures out there today, the Blue Snaggletooth Kenner figure there. Got it on Diana's first visit to Seattle. And so I basically had to exchange some of my points that I earned by way of go.tagjag.com/free points to get the Blue Snaggletooth. That's how I got the Blue Snaggletooth. So I didn't really pay anything. I just used my gift cards by way of go.tagjag.com/free points. So this is not a full-blown Blue Snaggletooth collection. I don't think I'm going to go that far because there are a couple of others that I might want to get eventually, but if they happen, they happen. I don't necessarily have a Blue Snaggletooth collection. I'll be fine with these 2, believe it or not. But 2 Blue Snaggletooths, Funko Pop vinyl, very, 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 very exclusive as a part of the Smuggler's Bounty series, but also very, very rare. I think what they're saying, like 1 in 5 or something like that, the blue. I've got 2 reds, so one of the reds that I have on hand is for trade. Another one that I may have to trade, if you happen to have a Pop vinyl exclusive that I don't have, or maybe an older one that I don't have that I need, I've got 2 extra FN2187s. This is a Target exclusive. They just released it. Box is in great shape. I grab good boxes if I can on store shelves. And as soon as I found it, I knew that yakface.com, aka Jason, he's in the chat here, he's a patron, shows up pretty much every weekday because he knows I geek out a lot about the stuff that he wants to geek out about. I said, hey, do you want it? He said, yes. So I grabbed one for him, sent it off to him immediately, and, it's what collectors do. I think, just keep your eye out for the things that that other people are looking for, and then, just help enable others. So I've got 3 of these, really. I've already traded the 4th one, but I have 2 to trade. So if you have Pop Vinyl Star Wars exclusives that I don't yet have, and this is not comprehensive, let me know, because I'd be up to trade. not sell necessarily. I like trading. Now, the last exclusive pop vinyl that's a recent acquisition, this is the one that I traded the fourth FN21874 for. I didn't have it. Figure and Dan to match my Nalin Cheel. This was an exclusive at GameStop. Now, I get GameStop cards courtesy of go.tagjag.com/free apps. Those are two separate services. So are you hearing me? I get Target gift cards. I get GameStop gift cards. I get PayPal gift cards. I enable my collecting by earning gift cards, and it's awesome. I love it. A gift card on its own, not that interesting. Unless there's Darth Vader on it, then I'm interested. Figure and Dan, an exclusive. The other ones that I may not have, I don't think, no, actually, I may have pretty much, well, maybe not all of them. Never mind. I did get this droid, I believe, from, no, wait. Hey, Yakface, which was the exclusive droid that Dorkside Toys gave away? Or was selling? Because I got this R2B1, I want to say from Howie, another friend that I follow in social. He's another geek. He went to his first Comic-Con the other day, too. I made fun of him. Ha ha. And by the way, yakface.com is also a fellow pop vinyl collector. So there are my most recent Star Wars Funko Pop exclusive. I have other pops that are outside the Star Wars fandom, but it's not necessarily a chase. Oh, thank you. R2L3 was the Dorkside Toys version 1 thing. The droid, because there are a few droids. My collection is far from complete, but I'm working on it. A lot of Funko Pop fans out there. I am now one of them. You may have remembered the time that I toured Funko's headquarters. That was a ton of fun. That video, of course, was already posted to my channel. Okay, that is my recent exclusive Star Wars Pop Funko keyword roundup for this week, if not this month. Stay tuned for more. Again, I'm interested in getting rid of a couple more FN2187s, trading. If you've got ones in good condition, I'd be happy to talk to you. Okay, I'm going to move on, answer some questions, do some further interacting with the live audience, talk about today's news, and generally give patrons more than I give a lot of people who aren't patrons. If you want to become a patron, head over to chrispirillo.com. Today's free podcast highlight was brought to you by all of my active patrons from chrispirillo.com. If you want access to the full TLDR episodes, both audio, video, past, present, and future, which can be up to an hour long or longer, with even more tech insight from me every weekday, plus other bonus content without ads, and support me at the same time, you can sign up to become one of my supernomies too. This is just a brief taste of what I'm producing for you daily. Again, get more through chrispirillo.com.